Hey guys, welcome to MuseAndMagic 1111 and thanks for stopping by my channel for yet another deep dive into the twin flame journey. As per usual, y'all know I kind of dip in and dip out. She's always doing something, always busy, traveling, vacationing, working that much harder. Um, so here I am. I do these readings when I'm, called to do them and when I felt drawn. I always say I want to work on doing more daily reads, but I have to follow spirit at this time. So here we are. My name is Aisha, coming to you from Bay Area, California. I am your local healer, muse, homeschool mom, workshop facilitator. I'm everything. I am that I am. So let's go ahead and just jump into this reading. Typically, I would have already shuffled and laid out the cards. Today, I have not. I'm going to start off with a song as I always do. From divine feminine to the divine masculine and masculine to the feminine. If you listen to the lyrics of this song, you'll understand why I say it's from the both of you, because this is very much about, like, I'm not saying this is what the song is about, I'm just saying just the lyrics. It reminds you very much of the twin flame journey, how it all begins when you meet one another and something happens there, something leaps, something transforms, something awakens. And this particular song is, I'm going to read the lyrics to you before I play it. It's very short. It's by Gayatri, Krishnan, and so that is spelled Gayatri, Gayatri. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Krishnan, and it's called Painted Lady. But the words are very poetic. It is, you are the butterfly that flew into my life and opened my eyes. You made my heart flutter. You are the energy that was so drawn to me, a reflection of the love that was lost inside me. So I'll let you fly far away, 'cause you know what they say. If your love If you love it, let it go. If it flies back, then you'll know that's your butterfly that flew into your life and opened up your eyes and made your heart flutter. That's your butterfly that flew into your life. It makes your heart flutter. Okay, and it sounds very much like divine feminine to masculine, because typically my feminines are the ones who are awakened, and you notice and know and recognize your twin flame. And it takes a while for divine masculine typically to come around and recognize what twin flame even is, and to recognize the divine feminine as the twin flame. So um, I'm going to start this off, and of course, as per usual, as we're listening to these lyrics and this song and this very special message from your divine other half, I'm going to do a short healing on you, and then we'll jump into the reading, okay? You can relax, take a deep breath, exhale, and do that several more times until it feels natural as we listen. And close your eyes. I'll have the name of the artist in the description box for you if you enjoyed that. And it's just so on time, so on point. And I love her. I actually um, have her downloaded, well, on my Apple Music or whatever. And yeah, check her out. I think she's very talented and has a beautiful voice and has lots of songs that are, I don't know, kind of twin flamey, but very, I don't even want to say relatable. They just make you feel away. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Before I get started, let me do not forget to mention to check me out if you want more information or want to schedule your own personal healing or your own personal reading at MuseAndMagic.net. Okay, if you want to know a little bit more about me as an author, you can check out any of my books available on Amazon.com under Aisha Kuti, my actual name. Um, and oh, and if you're ever in the Bay Area and you'd like to come and check out Little Buddha Lounge in Richmond, California, come and do that. Come by and get some oxygen therapy, salt room therapy, and heal your physical body as well as your soul. Okay, so let's start out with the general energies of what's happening right now with I don't know, I feel drawn to just kind of tap into my divine masculines today and see what's really happening over there. Wow. Okay. There's the bell. Whoa. All right. The spiral. Roots. Letter. Wow. Okay. Lots of cards came out, but very forcefully kind of. I feel like they're all very relevant, so I'm going to keep them. Wow. And one, one last card. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So we'll stop there with that deck. So general energies for my divine masculines at this time. It looks like whenever I see the bell, I just think of, an alarm going off, ring the alarm, that Beyonce song, ring the alarm. So, you know, in my fantastical mind, okay, ring the alarm is a song about there being an invasion, like, possible 911 situation, some other energy being introduced into a relationship or a situation, and there being this fight, this bout, this struggle, or, this takeover of sorts, like, I'm going to put my foot down and I'm pretty much not moving. I'm going to be the last bee standing. You know what I mean? I put too much work into this to grow this and cultivate this situation to allow someone else to come and take all of what I've built. Okay, and then they get the grown up man while I had the boy, and they get the ring on their finger and I get the, broken promise, kind of thing. So what that's really telling me is if there's a third party situation with this masculine, there is some alarm that is going off, or some alarming news may have come through, or something has alarmed someone, okay, in the situation. Take it, as it resonates. But there is something that is happening. Sometimes this alarm is really about an awakening. Your alarm is here to awake you in the mornings, right? Typically, you set an alarm certain time because you need to be awakened. And I do feel like some masculines have been on the cusp of an awakening for some time now, and for many there's this alarm. Something's happening, either something alarming in their life, or an alarm is really taking place in their subconscious, their mental, that is suddenly jolting them awake, into this awakened space to start a new journey, start doing something different, start thinking differently, start questioning things around them, their beliefs, their friends, their friendships, their best friends, that people that have been in their life for a really long time, the woman in their life, partner, whatever, but something's going on. I just almost hear like a siren is really what it feels more like, that like the fire truck siren, that's, I don't know, I hear it clear as day. There's also spiral, and spiral is typically, it could be a few different things, This can represent, I like to almost say like this Kundalini energy which would make sense if there's an awakening that's happening. Someone can be spiraling out of control, which is why there's an alarming situation or an alarm to health, alarm to this awakening, to how one needs to make some serious changes and very quickly. And I don't know why heart comes up for me, even though roots is next, this has nothing to do, but it does remind me of the heart and the chambers, right? Of the heart and the blood flow and whatnot. So maybe someone needs to really pay attention to that, or is having some heart issues. Could be some familial issues, because roots are about family, about being rooted, grounded at home, or literally grounded in earth, meaning earthing, meaning putting your feet on the ground, meaning getting out to nature. So someone has been spiraling. I feel like for a lot, it means actually spiraling out of control, whether it's because of addictions, whether it's because of a lifestyle or behaviors or redundancy. See how it's still kind of this circular things that go round and round and round. It reminds me of the hamster wheel, right? Things that keep repeating themselves. But for the few, and when I say few, I almost think the number 3 or 5 people, I don't know, 3 to 5, 3 is sticking out to me. This is really about a Kundalini awakening, with this alarm. Something surprising or alarming happens, or alarming news comes in. It kind of jolts you into this bit of an awakening, thinking about what you need to do to change your life, change your situation. And this stimulates, right? Awakens that Kundalini energy within, because, really it's a more of a snake-like energy. But I liken this to being some, kind of spiraling energy, and like it's rising up. That's what I see. It's rising up. And I don't know. I just feel like it's relative to third eye. And that's only for literally less than a handful of you, or a handful of masculines. So somebody definitely needs to get grounded. I feel like masculines have been feeling a bit out of balance, possibly, disconnected from spirit, disconnected from themselves, disconnected um, from earth. When I say earth, I mean like Mother Earth, literally, right? Needing to get back to nature, that which makes you feel like you're close to nature. For some of you, it may just be planting your feet on the ground, barefoot, walking through the sand. It could be walking through the forest, putting your back against a tree, planting in the garden. But you need to interact with Gaia. There is news. So again, because this is, up here with this bell and this alarm, I feel like this is some alarming news coming in, possibly. Now, for some of you, this is news coming in for you. This is some type of information coming in, either from your divine masculine or about your divine masculine, from someone close to you, or maybe a mutual friend, or someone that knows you, or, however universe brings it to you. But someone's, I don't know why spill the beans just pops up for me, like it's getting ready to spill the beans. Okay. I kind of feel like I want to clarify that. What is that about? What is this news about? Let's see if we can get a little bit more nosy up in here, right? Well, I don't know why today, like a lot of messages is just kind of coming out, more than just one card is popping out at a time. Hmm. Hmm. So funny that this is another card that represents news coming, but this is supposed to be news of victory, um, a successful news, a victorious news, with the Six of Wands here. So, hmm, sounds like, first of all, let's just say that this person, this masculine that we're speaking of, is a star, right? We have the star card here. This is someone who shines effortlessly, someone who's in their own right, the man. People look to them. Um, this is someone who is protected. I'm looking at this. It's almost like I want to say the Galactic Council, right? But, you know, they're definitely protected. And I feel like there's several ancestors, 7 to be exact, um, you know, that are really around him at this time and guiding him. It's almost like they're trying to shine a light on something. That's what this news may possibly be about as well. They're trying to shine a light on something. Um, and yeah, like I almost want to say, like, all is not what it seems. There's possibly someone in the masculine's life that seems like they have been pretending to help or be a help to them or something, and honestly, it's not. It's not that. It's actually the opposite of that. You know, and this news may actually be of something that has failed. Okay, it may not be very good news for some. Now, while this other card kind of counters that because it's a letter coming in about victory, what I'm really feeling from that, to be honest, is that it's like this. Thank you, Spirit. So it's like the news that's coming in is not necessarily this masculine is protected. This news that's coming in is not very happy news, but what the victory is, victoriousness from this news coming in is that this masculine can now walk away. This masculine can make certain decisions without feeling guilty. This masculine is almost like they were waiting to hear this news, and because of this, there's been a release. Okay, whatever this is. All right, we have the river here. You know, river to me is always about ebb and flow, water in general. But river I really love because river is about going with the flow, right? It's about knowing the journey, okay? It's about being guided a specific way, a specific guided along a specific pathway, and no matter what obstacles get in your way, whether it's a rock, a boulder, a tree falls over, a branch, guess what? River can't stop flowing and just turn around and go backwards, and you know it's not going to do that. It's going to find a way through, find a way over, find a way around. Okay, tenacious comes up for me. This is about vision, clear vision, somebody's eyes being open at this time. Again, that might be about what this news is triggering, this alarm is triggering, right? And keen sight. So now someone's eyes are open, and eagle is always about keen sight and vision, seeing farther, right? The visionary. Seeing the truth is what comes up for me. Seeing very clearly, not the not being in the illusion, okay? Um, A part of this might cause there to be a little bit of emptiness, and I feel like my masculines are dealing with a feeling of emptiness, feeling a bit of alone, feeling a bit alone in the world. Even if they have family that exists here on the planet, just feeling a bit alone and isolated at this time. You know, with the star here, this is one of the few cards in this deck that has a star, which means this is the shadow, a shadow card. So this could also be that shadow energy, you know, the positive energy of aloneness would be the hermit, right? You know, we can choose to go into hermit mode and just kind of be offstandish and, you know, withheld and kind of, you know, keep ourselves from the world. And as we reinvent ourselves and rebrand ourselves and grow and study and, you know, mature or whatever needs to happen. But with the emptiness card, sometimes that is the feeling of loneliness and being alone and recognizing like damn, I'm it's just me. You know what I mean? Now, some of this can be a bit of victimhood, you know, because none of us are really alone. If we really understood who we were, we know we were never alone, you know? Um, Especially when you know that you have, you know, the universe at your back, at your beck and call, right? At your beck and call. And so here we are with the ice card. Yeah, so I feel like some of this aloneness and being alone and everything that has transpired, this alarming news that has come in, this unhappy news that has come in, although it has triggered a release, a possible walk away, a possible, you know, some clarity and an awakening in this masculine, it's also hardened him a little. I feel a very icy cold kind of an energy. Very icy cold, you know, as one would feel not trusting or feeling like they can trust people, trusting anyone, um, right? Realizing that I'm alone in this. Like everybody that I've trusted, everybody that I thought was somebody, that I thought was down for me, that I thought I had around me, that I thought had my best interest at heart, I'm realizing they were playing me like pawns on a chessboard. Nobody's been authentic. Nobody's being real. You know, and possibly this is about missing some of the ancestral energies in their life, right? Grandparents, aunts, and uncles come up for me. For some masculines, parents, because oftentimes in a masculine's life, a lot of divine masculines have part of their issues and experience in childhood is that they have lost parents too soon, too early on. Either both, one or both parents, really young in life. Um, or caretakers, because it doesn't have to be parents, it could be grandparents or whoever was their caretakers. So that's the general energies of my masculines right now. Spirit, yeah, let's dive into what is on the masculine's mind at this time. With all that's going on in his life, what is on his mind at this time? This is why I shuffle first, because it can take a while. I shuffle until I feel the change of energy in my hands. Um, hmm, healing. This is such a beautiful card, actually. I love this. The bear in the snow. Yeah, healing. You think about bears in winter, it's about hibernation, and this has snow in the background. It reminds me of winter, so somebody is definitely hibernating to heal. Remember, we talked about this emptiness, somebody being alone, being isolated, feeling like they want to be isolated too, and ice. So again, this is about kind of having a very icy cold demeanor at this time because I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be I don't want to be fucked with. That's what I hear somebody saying. I don't want nobody to fuck with me right now. I don't want to fuck with nobody. I don't want nobody fucking with me. I'm just gonna chill. Shut it down. Raven spirit, which is the truth, marinating on the truth. And I feel like this has been a very hard pill to swallow, because these messages coming in, these letters and these um, alarming news coming in has been revealing some truths. And some of these truths um, may be hard to actually deal with, not to mention there's here what looks like a crow, if not a raven, but I think it's a crow. And at the end of the day, regardless, blackbirds, crows particularly, are still about transformation. So this news coming in, and even if it's a raven, if you remember, on Game of Thrones, the ravens were who they sent the messages through, right? Send a raven, right? When they needed to get a message to someone. So this is still about enlightenment. This is still about news coming in, even if it's hard news to hear, it's the truth. Okay. And oh, Phoenix, yeah, transmutation. So I said transformation, but yes, transmutation. This is the change. This is changing someone. This information is really changing someone, changing the situation, abruptly and painfully. Yeah, purity. Unicorns are, believe it or not, divine masculines and divine feminines, anyone on this twin flame journey, you are a unicorn. Period. Okay? Even manifesting such a relationship this lifetime where you guys are working some things out, healing some things, have even met each other, that's still unicorn energy. That's magical. Okay? But this is about purity, and I do feel like that's why we have transmutation here. That's how the phoenix comes up, because I shall come forth like pure gold, right? I've been through the fire. I'm going through the fire. I am purging. I am being transformed. And there is something very pure about that. I am being purified. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to go bottom of the deck. Dragon. This is about power. And for me, what really rings is personal power. Someone's finally coming back into their personal power. And that's what I feel like this spiral was about as well, right? Remember I was talking about this energy of, awakening, this energy of of what did I call it? It was this energy of not just the Kundalini awakening, but I don't know, I just felt it rising up is what I'm saying, like stimulating here on the third eye, right? So coming into your personal power, Neo. Okay. So Spirit, why don't you tell us what needs to be healed? What needs to be healed? What is being worked on to be healed? Okay, to make this up, reconciliations. Wow. And I don't think this is just about my divine feminines or the relationship between twin flames. I think these reconciliations spread, it goes to familial situations like mommy, daddy issues, many separations, transpersonal. Okay. So this is both in the physical and spiritual, okay? And mindful, becoming more mindful, but literally mindful. I think this masculine's mind is very full, you know, but also I think this is like a group, um, like the coming together of, this is group think, okay, is what this represents. And so, like I said, I just feel like those conversations, the healing, the reconciliations are about groups of people, you know, meaning more than one person in this masculine's life that needs to be forgiven, that need to be able to forgive him. Um, Something, you know, around that. Let me just pull one more card for that because I really kind of want to be clear. Matter of fact, what does this group think about in mindfulness? The rainbow comes up. Heard a lot of interesting messages about someone coming to grips with their I'm recording. Um, and I only say that now because we know rainbow can represent now the LGBTQ right, flag and or representations, and so someone might be needing to um, come truthful with themselves on that or with others on that, something around that. But I feel like, you know, in this instance from this particular deck, and this is a very old deck, so this does not necessarily represent that. Um, you know, rainbow is about, you know, literally, rainbows come from moisture in the air and light reflected, right, from the sun, let's say. And there's a whole spectrum of colors, right, which represent the chakras. So this can represent the necessity for chakra healing or some blockages there that need to be healed. This can represent getting back to happiness, that which makes us happy. Um, I feel like this is about collateral beauty. We think of, you know, rainbows as being beautiful, even if it's just a half a rainbow, even if it's just a mere peak of rainbow through a cloud. You're like, oh no, that's a rainbow. You can't really see much of it, but it's like, oh no, that's the rainbow. And it's like you, masculine, through all of this, at some point, you may not see it now, but being able to recognize and grasp hold of the collateral beauty. When things go wrong, there's always something beautiful that's still lurking behind it or beneath it all, even if it's just in the lessons, right? And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Collateral Beauty, but it's really deep when you think about it. Collateral Beauty with Will Smith, okay? So, something is definitely happening here in fall with the leaf. So fall is a very significant time. There is a gift. Someone needs to tap into their untapped in gifts, unrecognized gifts, unused gifts, because you have everything that you need in the palm of your hands. But this situation, the collateral beauty is that it is a gift, or there's a gift that comes from this. Okay, and this is also about getting back to your inner wild man, meaning being free, not being bound, masculine. Okay, that's what needs to be healed. You living in your truth is going to free you. You speaking your truth is going to free you. To the group, to the masses, to all those who matter, you know, to you. Okay, and reconciling is going to help to set you free. Okay. Whatever that means for you. Okay. You know what needs to be reconciled and who with and who not and so forth and so on. Okay. Um, okay. Why don't you see which changes are underway at this time? Ooh, wow. Okay, that was way too many cards that popped out. Yeah, someone's moving. Someone's moving or needing to move or wanting to move, desiring to move. Relational or relationship dynamics are changing. So, like I said before, I do feel like somebody is kind of moving away or walking away from a situation. Or in order to do that, they're going to have to move in order to free themselves. There's going to be some financial changes, or these financial changes are already relevant, already visible, already noticeable in this situation, already being felt in this situation. Body changes. So someone is recognizing that they have to do something different for their bodies, that they haven't been taking very good care of their bodies. There needs to be a change in diet. There needs to be a change in regime as far as a workout plan or something. Getting back to who you are. I hear someone saying, I got to get back to me. This is not even who I am. I'm not used to being looking like this, feeling like this, being like this. Somebody being very lethargic, or tired all the time, and that's not what you're used to. Somebody's just not very happy with their physical appearance because it's not typically how they would allow themselves to look or feel comfortable, the skin they would normally feel comfortable in. So it's about getting back comfortable with oneself, loving oneself, and family changes. Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Uh, and for some, new careers at the bottom of the deck. So someone might be changing jobs or thinking about changing jobs. Getting back to something that you love to do, that feels good to you, that makes you happy. It's going to always bring you blessings. Um, I don't know why I feel like the Spirit is telling me someone feels like calling someone about this. I feel like calling someone, speaking to someone about this, or calling someone, going, getting your old client list, getting your old connections or mutual, um, what is it, mutual circle, friends, circle, something like that, but just kind of going back to something that made you feel good about what you were doing. Okay. Um, any other direction, Spirit? Give us any other direction right now that we need to know, be aware of. A win-win outcome is in the forecast with full moon in Libra. So I'm telling you, someone's about to start feeling real fancy free, back to themselves, good about themselves, good about their bodies, good about their finances. Things are changing and it might get worse before it gets better, but this is all for the greater good. All for the greater good. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah. A fiery climax approaches. I think we know that with this full moon in Aries, right? Um, with that alarm. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to this divine feminine, your commitment to this twin flame relationship journey is being tested. Your dreams need a practical plan. You got to know what it is you truly want and how you want to get there. Plan. Allow universe to guide you, but plan. At least if you have the blueprint in your mind, you can bring this to you. You could bring it to yourself much faster, manifest it much faster. Okay. Okay. And last but not least, what do the romance angels say? What do they say? What do they say? Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. You deserve love, no matter how it comes to you, what package it comes in. You have to know that you deserve it. Okay. So stop pushing it away if that's what you're doing. Some of you are. I know. I feel it. But just know that you are lovable. You deserve love, happy love, healthy, non-toxic love. You deserve that. Okay. Free yourself. It's time to take back control over your life, and that's what this is about with the wild man here. That's what this is about. With the phoenix and all this transformation going through here. This is about freeing yourself, getting free by living in your truth. Okay. Acknowledging your own truth and your own desires. Hair is a little wild woman-esque. And yeah, get free. That's all I have to say about that. Reconciliation comes up again. So this is about reconciliation. This is in the healing. However it resonates. For some of you, release your ex. And last but not least, worth waiting for. Yeah. Worth waiting for. Okay. Alright guys, that's it and that's all so far. I cannot go forward without saying what I see just turned up over here for no good reason, okay? A message from Divine Masculine. I'm sorry that I've caused you pain, okay? Don't give up on love, okay? And luck is on your side, alright? Okay. That's it and that's all, guys. Until next time, I love you. Remember in all you're getting, get understanding. Remember that love is the highest vibration of all. That love brings change. It heals all wounds. And again, till next time, wholeness.